Yo guys, you know what time it is, we're out here again. It's a nice sunny day, enjoying the beautiful vibes. Out here making videos, consistency is the key. And today I want to talk about guys that are big in the gym. You see a lot of guys that are big and bulky in the gym, and it looks good. Like guys that are, I'll say like 100 kg and they're like maybe like 80, about 5'11" or something. Like guys that are big, you know, like them guys that are big in the gym, but they got zero definition. Like they have muscle, but it's like bulky. And for me, I don't really like that look. And some people aim for it. They want to be like the biggest guy in the gym, like no definition, huge, you know. But the way I see going to the gym is like I want to look like a Greek god. You know, like those Greek statues here. When you see them, like they're defined, they're chiseled. See, like for example, look at my muscles. Like you can see like the triceps individually. You can see the shoulders separate from the arm. I would take off my top to show you like my abs, but I don't want that much attention today. I'm just trying to be a nice guy, film some nice videos. But yeah, as I was saying, it's actually active today, man. Let me give you a little preview. There's that angle. But yeah, man, I was talking. A lot of guys in the gym are big and they're just bulky, but they got no muscle, no definition. And I don't think that's a look to aim for. I want to be like a Greek god, a statue. Like when you look at old bodybuilders like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Frank Zane, like all of these guys like Dorian Yates. When you look at them on stage, like you can see even their thighs, like you can see all the definition between them. You can see like every single muscle like separated. I think that's what's great. You actually look like a work of art. When you're big and you got no definition, you just look like a monster. You look like a monster. You just look like the Hulk, you know. I like that definition. Like look at comic movies like Batman, like Superman. When you see them, even though they're on roids or whatever, like, you know, I don't know if they're natural. But obviously they're cartoon characters anyways, isn't it? But still, regardless of the point, they look chiseled. They look sharp. They look in shape. They look defined. You can see every muscle separated. That's just so awesome. You look like a piece of art. Like everything like detailed. Don't you like the detailed? I don't know why guys go for like that big look when you're bulky. It doesn't look athletically pleasing. Okay, if you're maybe just doing it for bulk or whatever, then yeah, fair enough. But people that aim for that to be like, I remember when I first started the gym, yeah, bro. What I used to do, yeah, I used to take bare mass gainer every day, bro. I used to chug it down my throat. I wanted to be like the biggest, hugest guy. And obviously, I did end up there. I'm about like 5'11", 6 foot. And I got to about like 90 kg. And I was so big. Like when I wore clothes, bro, I had to up my clothes. I had to get new clothes and get newer sizes because I was just so big. But as soon as I took my clothes off, bro, I just looked like a bear. Like, it's not athletically pleasing, like, you know. So that's the question. That's the thing I'd love to say to guys, that why would you want like that a massive look? Like, yeah, I don't know. Like a lot of guys go for that look. They think that girls like it or whatever, but I don't know, bro. It just doesn't look great. I'd rather be smaller, but have like defined muscles, chiseled, I look athletic. You know, and be like some big bear. You're just big for nothing. You can't even run up a set of stairs. And a lot of these guys that are big, yeah, they're not even athletic, bro. They look so big, yeah, bro. They can't even run for 30 seconds, bro. They get out of breath. So, well, you're literally big. You're literally big for nothing, because you can't even use the bigness. All you can use, all the bigness is good for is for lifting weight, but you can't do nothing. Like, if you're in an emergency situation where you had to run, you can't run. You can't save anybody. You know, you can't do anything. You're just big to lift weights. So, yeah, man, I would advise guys, like, if you want to, when you go to the gym, don't just train just to look big. Be someone that's athletic. If you need to run, you can run. If you need to jump, you can jump. You know, if you need to sprint for whatever reason. What about if there's a fire or something, you need to sprint? If there's an emergency where you need to run for your life. You know, being an athlete is what it's about. Not just being big so you can just look